Foundation English 1, SEM-I, common to all UG first years. Today we'll see unit 3.2. That's a poem named Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. I suppose you all know this poem already. We have learned this poem when we were in 6th or 7th standard. Very easy and very notable and important poem. Known for its realistic version of how we should live with the nature, the duty we are supposed to do, and how we have the inevitability of death that follows us always, but still we have to stand and enjoy the beauty and still perform the duty. So this is how the poem is all about. It's written by Robert Frost. See, this poem is by Robert Frost. It's a classical American literature exploring the themes of duty, nature, and the inevitability of death. So these things you can just make a note of it, and you can explore it when you're writing your exams. Easily you can use these words and write your exams. The traveler's journey. The setting. The poem begins with the traveler stopping in a snowy forest, contemplating the beauty of the scene. The traveler's horse, that is his horse's perspective, is the traveler's horse is confused by sudden stop, wondering why they are not heading towards a farmhouse. And the traveler's reflection, the traveler reflects on the beauty of the woods but also acknowledges the responsibilities and the need to continue his journey. So very simple. I have made the setting, what was the perspective of the horse and what was the reflection of the traveler. So now you could see the poem begins with the traveler stopping in the snowy forest. You could see the beautiful forest there next in your slide, and then the horse is also confused. Why is that our master is stopping? That's why he says about the cour. Okay, so the horse is in cour, like he will also be confused, why is my master stopping here? And the traveler reflects on the beauty of the woods. He sees the woods, how beautiful it is, but then he acknowledges, no, I have a lot of responsibilities, I cannot stand here and stare, he says, and he continues his journey. So the horse's curiosity, the horse's question, like the horse shakes its harness bells, questioning the traveler decision to stop in the middle of the woods. Why is that the author is stopping in the middle of the woods? Then is the sound of the wind. The only other sound is a gentle wind and the falling snow, creating a peaceful atmosphere. You could see only one sound that is heard around is the sound of the wind. And the traveler realization. Okay, the horse's reminder of his duties brings the traveler back to the reality, reminding him of his obligations, reminding him of his responsibilities. So this is the whole poem all about. Now we could see the horse questioning. He feels that the horse will question. Okay, then the sound of the wind we could hear, and the traveler's realization. Then we could see the philosophical meaning here, the woods symbol. The woods represent the allure of the unknown, the temptation to escape from responsibilities. Okay, like we want to escape. For sometimes we might be wanting to uh, admire the beauty of the nature. We don't know like what is stopping us. Like there is no stop for us to admire the beauty. We stop how much ever responsibilities we have, we stop because the nature is confronting us, the nature is pulling us, nature is trying to pull us into its pathway, and it is just wanting us to watch it. That's it, nothing else it expects us to do. See, the traveler's promise. The traveler has promises to keep representing his obligations and commitments in life. So he has lot of commitments in life, so he can't stand there and while away his time. So the miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. This is what the lines you will see in your poem refers the journey of his life and the eventual arrival of the death. So you know there is no time for us for all these things, but still you have some responsibilities which you should complete before you die. This is the philosophical meaning of this poem. Now the about when we see about Robert Frost, like Rob was born in 1874 and became a popular American poet known for his philosophical metaphors. His famous poems include Mending Wall, The Death of the Hired Man, and The Road Not Taken. Then he got a lot of awards. He's got Pulitzer Prize, he's got Poet Laureate, and he's reciting the gift outright at President Kennedy's inauguration. So all this is the best of the poet Robert Frost. So when we say about the publication of the poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening was written in 1922 and published in the collection New Hampshire in 1923. The poem explores the theme of duty and the need to fulfill obligations even when faced with temptation. So this is the main, idea behind it. You should know to fulfill your promises, and though you are tempted by many things. The last answer, often quoted, emphasizes the importance of fulfilling one's responsibilities before the end of the life. So it's very important that you should fulfill your responsibilities before you end your life. So the poem has some influences. Jawaharlal of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru kept the last stanza of the poem on his desk, highlighting its importance. That is the last line, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. That is the poem. Then the poem's legacy, the poem's themes of duty, responsibility, and inevitably of death continue to resonate with readers today. Even today, we know we have our own duties, we have our own responsibilities, but still, you know very well, death is all around the corner. So we should be keep on be doing our work with no kind of a stop, or like we know the importance of what the life is going to be the next. And finally, when you could see a small paraphrase, if you see, the stops in a snowy forest, admiring the beauty of the scene. He's confused by the sudden stop, wondering why they are not heading towards a farmhouse. And finally, represents the allure of the unknown, the temptation to escape from the responsibilities. So, this is the three things which we could see say as a paraphrase of the poem. And you can use these words and try to elaborate them in your exams to see to that you're getting your scores for your poem The Road Not Taken. Thank you.